Greetings. Back once again with another video for you guys on behalf of, I'm a comic book creator, I'm saying, Time Bomb 100, in case you guys don't know me. I'm the creator of this publication right here, The Murder Show. Independently done, independently created. Trying to give you guys a better shot of that also. Just came out, or was put on a major market as of last week. It's actually been out since I put the first model of it out, a version of it out, last year on at the Long Beach Comic and Horror Con convention. And so that's where I had made its previews at. That's where I got the showcase at. Right now, it's currently in different video stores. Excuse me, I said video stores. It's currently in different stores. Not just comic book stores, but different venues. You can check it at Amigo Records in Hollywood. I'm at Comic Bug in Redondo Beach, and I'm also at Fingerprints, which is a kind of like a record store, entertainment and books shop in the city of Long Beach. My book is there, The Murder Show, and then also the book Gom, stands for God of the Murderers. My material is pretty dark and so forth or whatever, and that's kind of like what I specialize in. Kind of following the path of Clive Barker, so to speak, But just getting back at you guys about something else. I know most of you guys, a lot of you guys went to Comic-Con this weekend, and that's, of course, that's the big industry event going on, or about to go on, and the week-long event for you guys. You have a good time while you're down there. Make sure you're well prepared. Hotel and restaurants and places to eat, and make sure all that stuff is organized and well put together. I've done a Comic-Con a few times, and we got some cool feedback. I went to Comic-Con. I've never actually done a Comic-Con as a fan, and that's one thing that I regret. I think the next time I go to Comic-Con, I actually go there as a fan. Usually when I go to Comic-Con, I come there as an industry person, So I come there, I have an industry badge, and I'm back to talking to professionals, doing portfolio reviews, and going on Artist Alley and so forth, So that's a pretty rewarding thing. For all of you guys out there, for those of you who are creators out there, whether you write or you do art or you ink or whatever you do, and you're trying to get put on by a major company, it's trying. It's seriously trying. It's almost like when we look at TV and we watch like all like the trials for like American Idol, and there's like 3,000 or 4,000 people out there trying to show up for the same thing, and everybody's trying to get the shot in. Okay, it's the same thing in the comic book industry. There's all these people out there, and they have their art and they have their stories, and some of them are good and some of them are not so good. I got to be dead honest with you about it. However, and there's competition though. Sometimes the competition is a very, very good thing. My art, like say for instance, I'm not very good at drawing backgrounds. I'm not good at drawing backgrounds at all. That's something that I have to develop. I developed that skill by going to Comic-Con. Once I went there, I know guys sit next to me. Everyone sees each other's art. It's like, show me your stuff, I'll show you my stuff, that type of stuff. And my specialty is doing character design and concept development. This guy whips out his portfolio, and he has an entire scenery of Martian landscape. Okay, so not only is this person proficient in architecture, making buildings and so forth, but this guy is a visionary, and he's also uses the imagination to create a Martian landscape. Fully ran through with Photoshop, InDesign, Illustrator, and it was very professional and well done. And so you see stuff like that, of course, you can sit back and be like, well, fuck, how do I compete with something like that? But like I said, the competition is good, because what that allowed me to do was I came back home and I started perfecting my skills at designing scenery. Another time at the Comic-Con, one of the companies was looking for an inker. And I didn't know at the time that when you're doing inking things that appear to be like closer to you, you make those things darker, and then as things go further and further back, and you draw things back, you start going lighter and lighter on the pen. Because I kind of came as a novice, so to speak, and like I said, I learned a lot. From that. The major thing, of course, that you want to do, of course, is getting picked up. Okay, everybody wants to get picked up at Comic-Con. For those of you who are getting picked up, the guys that they pick up are males and females or whatever, but the people that get picked up are people who can do fundamentally video games. you guys know, time has moved on. The video game industry is a huge thing. It's if you can do designs that look like the God of War or Halo, things like that, we can actually show light reflecting off of like the muscles of the characters in what you're doing. Then that's very, very big. Those people, they get picked up like right away, okay, with no problems whatsoever. You know, I'm just telling you right now what they're looking for from what I saw from my observation. You know, if that's not you, that's okay. You know, those of you guys who are trying to get tables, I've never gotten a table. I go to cons as much as I can. I've never gotten a table. From what I understand, there's a 3-year waiting list, and the cheapest table is $300. Okay, so yeah, right. I'm telling you exactly what's going on here. What if something happens between now and the next 3 years? What if you get killed? What if something bad happens? Oh well, and then that's your money. You know. Somebody please give me a comment, correct me if I'm wrong about this. I'm not trying to paint a bad picture about what I see, but there's a lot of these conventions where if you're trying to get a table, they want you to pay a certain amount up front, and the waiting list might be going on and on and on forever and ever. You might want to try something else, like go to another con, you know, fly to another state, hop on a plane, go someplace else. You might have better luck at a con in another area. Okay, so that's pretty much where that is at. And if you guys have any kind of feedback, you guys kind of noticed, you know, I'm still back here in the studio in my garage, aka which I'm converting into my art studio. Some of you guys watched the last video, and I got some comments about that. You know, some good feedback. There was some that wasn't so good feedback. The only feedback that wasn't so good about that was that I'm a one-man show. You know, so people don't realize what it is to not only be the creator, the writer of a comic, the penciler, the anchor, person who does page layouts, okay, the technical stuff, the person that hires other staff to make my comics come in, colorist, part-time colorist. I'm sales, I'm marketing, I'm many of those things. So a lot of people who, from the outside looking in, will see something, will say, well, you could have done that better, you could have done this better, or whatever. Why didn't you do this, or why didn't you do that? You know, it's like, dog, you know what, you don't understand what it is to create a comic book. It's a labor of love. It takes a long time to put together. A lot of people don't understand that. Graphic novel, people who are doing something over hundreds of pages, I take my hat off to you, okay? But go to Comic-Con, have a good time, get some good reviews. My best reviews came from Dark Horse. They get some very good reviews. I met one of their executives there. He had comments about my style of making panels, because some of my panels kind of like lay over to others, and that's just my style of doing things. But they kind of want the old school, the 9-gridded panel that you might see going on in books like Watchmen. Okay, so but like I say, and don't take some of your stuff personal. If you get slammed, if you get shut down or whatever, you know, don't go back to the drawing board feeling like, oh my God, I can't make comics. No, you just go back and you start making better comics, and you start improving on this, and you get better as time goes on. You know, so as time goes on, from Tom Bomb himself, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, you guys have a very good one, and like I said, while you're at it, you know, I gotta advertise one more time. Go out, buy the Nerdy Show. Fantastic comic. I did explain it in the last video that I did. Just to run back over it one more time. Hundreds of years to the future, the world ends. The only thing left existing is a video store. Okay, I'm not going to say which video store it is. Okay, it's getting popular in its day. It's going up the smoke and so forth, and it becomes the premise for a new world culture. You know, where everything's based off of DVDs, Blu-ray, and so forth. They find these things, and it becomes like the descriptions of a new age. Because things that happened so far back in the past, especially when it's untraceable human history. Just like how we don't know a lot about what happened with the pyramids and the Dead Sea Scrolls and so forth, but we glorify it, we think it's something great, and it might not be anything great at all. Same thing with this right here. Okay, the finding of our pop culture and our fiction becomes the reality for another era. And you can very easily see how this could transfer into that in an era when a lot of what we see on television is reality TV, quote unquote. Okay, so we already see the point where the line is being blurred between one distinction and another, where there's actually no distinction whatsoever. So, anyways, you guys take care. Once again, have a good time at Comic-Con, and if you have any comments, let me know about it.